Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer and welcome to Best Kept Plans. Today's video is going to be a budget with me for the paycheck that I will be receiving on April 25th, 2024 using the printable version of the Budget by Paycheck workbook from the Budget Mom. If you're interested in seeing that, please stick around. If you watched my last budget with me for the paycheck that I received on April 11th, then you will know I am filming this video way in advance. I'm actually filming this on Easter on March 31st, and that's because I'm having surgery on April 1st, and I'm anticipating that I'm not going to really be able to film videos for a little bit, and so I wanted to make sure that I still had content to release onto YouTube for the few weeks that I'll likely be out of commission after surgery. So I am filming this video way early. I do usually have my budget ready early though. Like when I go into a new month, I want to have my budget kind of figured out for the entire month. So even though I'm filming this early for you all, this is usually what ends up happening. Like I usually have my budget figured out when the month starts. So let's switch on over to the paycheck budget tracker for this paycheck. I'm going to zoom on in, and the first area we're going to take a peek at is inflow. I always only put my full-time job income here. That to me just makes the most sense, and so I budget that to be $3,200. With this paycheck, we are paying a couple of bills for April, but also bills for May. So we have my church contribution of $20, my student loan payment of $400, rent for May of $600, and then Spotify for May of $15. If we add all those bills up, they do equal $1,035. And if I subtract that from the $3,200 we were left with, not that we were left with, that I budgeted my income to be, we are left with $2,165. And that's what I'm going to bring over to the variable expense section of the paycheck budget tracker. I always have the same categories and the same budgeted amounts in this section. That's just what works for me in my budget, but that may not be the same for everyone. For groceries, I always budget $200. Eating out, I budget $100. Gas, I budget $75, and miscellaneous gets $175. If we add all of that together, it does equal $550. And if I subtract that from the $2,165 I was left with after bills, we have $1,615 to play with in the sinking fund section. Now, I'm still making my way through my sinking fund snowball, but I'm also heavily contributing to my travel sinking fund right now for an upcoming vacation that I'm taking over the summer. So right off the bat, we have my Christmas sinking fund here, which is getting $142. That's definitely a lot more than its usual amount, but it's basically one of the last sinking funds that I have with a goal. So a lot of that sinking fund snowball money is going towards that right now. So it's getting $142. Car insurance and taxes is getting its usual $120, and then the rest of these are rolling sinking funds. So household's always going to get $20, giving is always going to get $50, home maintenance is always going to get $100, baby is always going to get $30, travel is getting $800. That's boosted up from its normal $100 because of that upcoming trip, and then personal is getting $25. So all of these sinking funds added together do equal $1,287. And if we subtract that from the $1,615 we were left with after bills, I have $328 that I'm actually bringing down to the extra debt section. Now, I spoke in my last budget with me about the fact that I ended up deciding to buy a new mattress. And so I am paying that off, and I'm kind of paying it off in installments. I decided not to contribute to my house savings at all in the month of April and instead put that cash towards the mattress purchase. So the full $328 is going to go towards that. If we flip this over, we do have my cash envelope breakdown. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit here. So I did fill this all in. I just didn't total everything up in case anything changes throughout the month. I don't want to have to like go through and white out a bunch of stuff. In terms of my variable expenses, I always keep in mind the denominations that I need for savings challenges. So for eating out, it's getting 100 and a 50, 2 20s and a 10. Gas is getting 75 and a 50, 20 and a 5, and miscellaneous is getting 175 and 100, a 50, a 20, and 2 5s. The rest of these are sinking funds. They're going to get the largest denominations possible. That's just what works best for me. And with that, we are done with the budget with me for the paycheck that I'm receiving on April 25th, 2024. This was a quick, simple, easy budget. I love it when that happens. It doesn't always happen, but it's great when it does. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. And as always, everyone, please be safe. Bye-bye.